What's up, everyone? Welcome to the January 12th edition of the NBA Bet Pro video. I'm your host, Adam Scherer. You can follow me on Twitter at ShipMyMoneyDFS. We have a 6-game NBA slate tonight. As we have the last couple of days, we're going to look at some of the best prop bets using our new NBA Bet Pro tool. For anyone not familiar or that needs a quick refresher, this is the new betting tool that we have available on the Stochastic website and on the OddsShopper website. It is powered by the same people that do our DFS projections, same models that do our DFS projections. And it is a quick way for you to be able to see what the best bets, the best player prop bets are across multiple sites. So if you're someone that has a bankroll on a variety of sites and you're just looking for the best bets that you can get, we have this best bets tab right here. And that's just going to show you what we have projected as the best wagers for you to make across the industry. Here, for example, it's Kyrie Irving over 3.5 3-pointers on FanDuel at plus 140. But if you are someone that just likes to bet on one or two sites, you also can just choose the site that you want to bet on. You'll be able to see the top bets available there as well. And then we also have multiple statistics for you to look at that should give you an idea of what to expect from each wager. You have the win percentage, which is simply telling you how often you should expect to win that bet. The expected value is your expected ROI on that individual wager. And then the two that I think are the most interesting, S-bet percentage tells you the recommended wager percentage of your bankroll. So that's going to factor in things like the expected ROI, but also the expected win percentage. And SEV, which gives you an idea of how much you should expect your bankroll to grow by if you bet the recommended amount on that wager. So that's slightly different than, or not slightly, that is different than the ROI of the individual wager. That's telling you how much you can expect your bankroll to grow. We also have the injury information here. We have, different color-coded highlights for players when their teammates are questionable. For example, Thomas Bryant here, you have players on the Lakers that are questionable. So you probably wouldn't want to bet, for example, the under on his rebounds until we know for sure who's playing for the Lakers, because if you were to get guys ruled out, then the under probably isn't going to be a good bet anymore. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Just makes it a little bit easier when you look at the tool to get an idea of where you really want to be placing your bets. So as reminder also, or for the first time, if you haven't watched these videos before, we are offering a 7-day free trial on this tool. Just sign up, take advantage for 7 days. You can play around with it, see how it helps you, figure out exactly how you want to use it. 7-day free trial, take advantage of that. And now, as we have the last couple of days, we're going to go through each of the sports books and just look at one of the best bets for each one. Starting with BetMGM, we have Kyrie Irving over 3.5 3-pointers at plus 130. You're expected to win that bet about 49% of the time. Of course, there is no Kevin Durant today, so that helps Irving. We recommend betting about 7.2% of your bankroll. This wager has an expected ROI of 13%, and you can expect your bankroll to grow by 0.61% if you make this bet. Moving over to Caesars, Kyrie Irving, once again, the top bet there. Not going to talk about it again. Just did that. Moving down to the next one, Jimmy Butler, the over on assists at 5.5. He's minus 115. So minus 115 to go over 5.5 assists. Still no Kyle Lowry or Tyler Hero today for the Heat. Bam Adebayo is back. But we have Butler projected for 6.8 assists. So a 58% chance of winning this bet. An 8% expected ROI. We recommend betting about 7.2% of your bankroll, and we expect your bankroll to grow by 0.41% with this bet. Now, as another reminder, now that you've kind of seen how it works here, once again, 7 free days. Sign up, take advantage of this tool. Now, moving over to DraftKings, Bam Adebayo leading the way over 9.5 rebounds at plus 100. We have him projected for 10.9 rebounds tonight. 55% chance of winning this wager, 10% expected ROI. We recommend wagering about 7.5% of your bankroll, and you can expect it to grow by about 0.5%. And finally, going to FanDuel, we're back to Kyrie Irving at the top. As I mentioned before, this is the best place to bet the Kyrie Irving over 3.5 3-pointers. He's plus 140 here. When I mentioned it on BetMGM, he was plus 130. So that's where this best bets tool comes into play. If you have easy access to all of these sites and can bet all of them, then you should be first and foremost taking the Kyrie Irving wager on FanDuel, where he's plus 140. But if you have money on BetMGM instead of FanDuel, then he's also a very good bet there at plus 130. Moving down to the second one on the list for the sake of this video, since I already talked about Kyrie, LaMelo Ball under 9.5 assists. We have him projected for 7.8. He's minus 142 on the under. You're expected to win this bet 63% of the time. You have an expected ROI of about 8%. We recommend wagering 9.1% of your bankroll, and you can expect your bankroll to grow by 0.53% with this wager. So to recap, we're going to go back through each of these bets. And as a reminder, in the pinned comment below this video, if you have not signed up to any of these sites and you are looking to bet on multiple sites, if you haven't signed up to any of these sites, we do have sign-up offers linked for each of these sports books in the pinned comment below. So click that, take advantage if you have not signed up to any of them. For BetMGM, the number one wager, Kyrie Irving over 3.5 3-pointers at plus 130. For Caesars, Kyrie Irving over 3.5 3-pointers at plus 120. But the next one that we hadn't talked about, Jimmy Butler over 3.5 or 5.5 assists rather at minus 115. For DraftKings, over 9.5 rebounds for Bam Adebayo at plus 100. And for FanDuel, LaMelo Ball under 9.5 assists at minus 142. That's it for this video. Good luck on your bets tonight, everyone.